What's up, guys? My name is MadSquash924. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins, part 71 of our Let's Play thus far. We are here back in Arl Eamon's estate, as we were, and we're getting ready for the Lands Meet.
It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. After your rather alarming lack of subtlety, I feared the worst for you. I prayed for your safe return.
Well, that's so very nice of you. I love it. It almost makes me want to murder you slightly less.
Well, what did you expect me to do? You announced me to my father's most trusted lackey. Did the purpose of my disguise entirely escape you? I barely managed to slip away from her when we reached the palace. I am hoping that, despite our unfortunate beginning, we can still work together. Will you hear me out?
Well, as long as you don't betray me again, I mean ever again. Otherwise I will not be so forgiving next time, I can assure you. But for now, we should get the information that we need to defeat your father, Loghain.
You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Lands Meet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And tell me, what of Alistair? Why isn't he just a candidate? Shouldn't he be the rightful king?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
I think the same. What kind of trouble do you think she is to us?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
Are we not planning to dispose of her?
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Perhaps they should marry.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Lands Meet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen. unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Yeah, it does sound that way, doesn't it? Tell me, why is it so important to put Merrick's son on the throne, though? I'm just curious.
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing in the alienage to begin with?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
Great, awesome.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Well, ideally an ally, however, she did kind of betray us,
I
sorta.
haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course.
Never mind. I thought he would have had something to say, but apparently not. So Nora's room is this way. Here we go. Yo. Ow. Can't picklock it.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I realize that my actions at Howe's estate may not have painted me in the best light. For that, I apologize and hope that we can start again. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
You're proposing an alliance, then?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
You know, I proposed this to Eamon earlier, but why did you just not simply marry Alistair and have the best of both worlds? You don't have to like each other, you don't have to do anything, just put up a good front.
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations.
Right.
A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
Well, what he desires isn't really important, I think, at this time. It just matters what's actually... Well, he does... Look, he's not too thrilled about the idea, right? But perhaps I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
That sounds like a good proposition, I think. I agree. He doesn't really want to rule. However, he should rule. It's in his blood, you're right. And you'll still be ruling behind closed doors, so it actually does work, I suppose. I think I should speak to him and see what he thinks. Hopefully he could come to terms with becoming king.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
As will I. Time to talk to Alistair about being king.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
But Alistair, don't you think you'd be a great king?
Really? Whatever would give you that idea?
Well... Well, you have a kind heart, a strong sense of justice, and boy do you look great in a crown.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
Well, if you married Nora, it would make things easier on both fronts.
Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
Look, Alistair, look. She can rule while you lead. It's a perfect plan. You can just relax, do what you do. You just show up for some occasions that you need to show up for. You're still a Grey Warden at heart, I get that. And the people need someone of your blood to be king. And if something goes awry, you can really step in line and just make sure it goes the way it's meant to be.
I suppose. I don't know how much of a leader I am, but at least I know she's a good ruler. Go ahead, then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now, excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
You're welcome, Alistair. You won't regret it. Back and forth, talking about kings and queens, or the lands meet.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
Well, passing notes does sound plausible at this rate, but he has agreed to both of our terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened.
True.
If it will truly help matters... Is this it, then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support.
Yep.
If not, then tell me now.
Yeah, that sounds pretty much it, doesn't it? You just marry Alistair and you have my support. It's win-win. Well, win-lose for some of us. Or lose-lose for some of us. Yeah, but we won't mention names, will we?
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Let me think. I don't know. Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still... Thank you. I have spoken with Alistair. Perhaps this mad betrothal won't be quite the curse it first seemed.
Ooh, good job. Alright, so... Investigate the unrest in the alienage. Right, that's where we're going. I knew we'd go to the alienage at some point, I just didn't know when. Should I talk to Alistair again, too?
I haven't been here in a while. Ask away. Of course.
Nope. To the alienage. To see what must be done. The things are getting in line and in motion. And it's exciting. Who should we bring to today's event? Let's bring Leliana.
Indeed.
I want to bring... Should we bring Ogren? I feel like it's been a while since we had him on the team. And... Sten? Alistair? A mage, perhaps? Could bring Kabuto as well. I mean, we could also argue instead of Leliana, we bring Zevron, because Zevron is an elf. That actually makes sense.
Of all the...
Yes.
And then... Sten? Maybe. Alistair? We just brought Alistair recently. And Morgan and Zevron. We could bring Wynn. Could bring Shale. Those two usually come in a pair, I've noticed. Bring Sten.
Yes.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't go too bad, though. What's this? The kitchens? Have I been in here? Oh,
Here, Corella, taste this. Tell me if it's in need of any more spice.
kinda. Now I gotta bring people again.
Yes.
There we go. Do the alienage. Do we need to sell anything? Nope. We are set.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Ortvar.
The alienage is open. Let's go. Nice looking place. You know what this place reminds me of? It reminds me of, Fable. Like Fable 2. In the very beginning of the game. That's what it reminds me of. And who are you, Hooded Courier?
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
What? Okay. Great. It's renewed, whatever it is.
Alienage. They're the same everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why I brought you. So you can have your comments. I think he's okay. I think he's okay.
You think you could... Someone's coming.
Alright.
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me.
What are you talking about?
I knew I shouldn't have cut through here. Bloody knife ears.
Uh-huh. Let's go in here.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I? I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
Can't you tell me what the hell's going on here?
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Does the magical treatment even work to whatever your plague is?
I don't know. You can only find out for certain if it doesn't work. And no one wants to put it to a serious test.
Right. So then why hasn't the alienage been closed off if that's the case?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn. I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
As you said. So the Chantry allows for magic here?
I guess so. I'd expect Templars here otherwise.
As would I. Well, I guess I should be off then.
I know you've already done a lot for me, but I have to ask. Could you talk to Shiani? Please. I don't know what's going on here, but I know she's in over her head.
Is she the angriest elf in all of the alienage? I'll see what I can do.
Really? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Make her bless you.
Sure. Okay. So far, it's a lot of, Oh, it seems pretty, secluded. Solitary.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Well, you can have a sovereign. Hopefully that'll get you off the street.
Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
An official note. Oh. Zevron, you might want to put your weapons away. Feral dog. Center of town, I guess. Store, hospice, a house.
I bet I'm the first dwarf to step foot in here.
Probably.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Yes, you can. What's in here?
Yes, my friend. It is done.
Wow, very impressive. This looks like we're supposed to come in here later, perhaps.
Knew it would be easy.
Dalish boots. Actually, that's pretty good. I give that to Zevron. Nice. Andraste's Grace. Serato. Trying to explore this whole thing before we actually, like, talk to everybody. Another notice. Where does this go? This goes to the map, huh? So that's all the alienage. So there's the center of town, which is not very big. Who are you? Okay, she's sick.
Is
Are you
someone
blind?
there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Who are you?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
A Maleficar. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it wasn't a particular man named Jowan. But I fret not.
Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle.
So, what's a Templar doing here? I heard there's mages, so maybe you're looking after them, perhaps?
We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage.
Really? That's very interesting. Tell me, why did they send you instead of someone more, well, healthy, to be more blunt?
I volunteered for it. I was most adamant. I took my vows to serve the Chantry, not sit idly by.
Are you even in any condition to fight the Maleficarum?
Sadly, not anymore. But I have years of hard-won experience. Often the chase is as difficult as the resolution. So I do the Maker's work in whatever way I can.
I'm sure. Tell me, what have you found? Perhaps I'll help.
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. But the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll help. But, what exactly do you want me to do?
It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
And what exactly should I look for, then?
I don't know. I have a feeling that there is something to be found, though. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
Well, that's not much to go on, but I'll look into it. Right. We're gonna be his eyes.
How do you even know they're working magic?
Sight of power?
Could just be chanting gibberish.
You found it and activated the 4 mystical sites of power. Return to the Mage's Collective for your reward. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Helped them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
Are you referring to the plague here?
What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian?
Tell me, where did this plague even come from?
From the Blight. That's what they say, anyway. People started getting it after the refugees showed up from Ostagar, so I guess that makes sense. These men from Tevinter say their magic will prevent people from catching it. But it doesn't work if you're already ill. So they set up a quarantine. But many of the ones they quarantine aren't sick. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
What's a Haran?
He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us.
It would mean something to me. We have our first enchanter back at the circle, so yeah, I get it. Do the gods know anything about this?
They have to know about it. The Haran complained, and so did I. They just don't care, or something worse.
Great. Perhaps I'll go take a look inside of the hospice itself.
They won't just let you in.
Oh, yes they will. I wasn't going to ask them.
Well, just be careful. Those men are mages.
And so am I. What else can we look for here? There's the hospice, there's the store. Let's try going into the store. I was trying to read that note, but I think it's one of the same notes as everything else.
What are you drinking, my fine dwarven friend?
You can't have any.
Do not worry. The stench is worse than your feet.
And what are you doing smelling my feet, huh? Is that some Antivan perversion?
It is difficult not to smell your feet. Perhaps in Antiva.
Now you're beginning to sound like Bronca.
Well, she must have been a dwarf with astoundingly clean feet.
You guys are so weird.
I'm sorry, but we're closed. There are a few places in the market district that can probably serve you.
I'm looking for information, actually.
I'm sorry, you'll have to look somewhere else. Excuse me.
That's not very helpful.
As I said, the shop is closed. You'll have to go somewhere else.
And I said I'm looking for information.
Sorry.
What a douche. Let's see, what else can we do before we talk to the mages? I didn't see anything suspicious, though. There's a hospice side entrance. Interesting.
I ask you to stand back. Some of these people are carrying the plague. The alienage is not safe for visitors.
I don't give a shit. I want to see inside the quarantine zone.
I'm afraid that is not possible.
Can I see Valendrian?
Who?
Is that one of the patients in quarantine? You cannot enter there.
For your own safety, we must ask you to leave now.
Interesting.
You've already been told to leave. Please do not waste any...
Hold. This place is full of plague victims. No one enters.
Perhaps you'll need my help to deal with this plague. I am a mage after all.
We have the situation in hand.
Do you?